comes in, takes Siva around the throat. Wrist lock by Tanaka. Siva giving away a lot of weight. Siva takes the ear off Tanaka. It's cauliflower ear, a very sore point of the Tanaka makeup. Something I found out myself.
It certainly is, Steve Rickard. My word, I've noticed that a lot of the wrestlers that have wrestled him, and now Sivarafi, have gone for the ear, because I've noticed that is certainly the weak point, and that certainly made Professor Tanaka come out of that very, very quickly.
Cauliflower, very painful thing. Siva trying to... Siva takes the ear again, and Tanaka applying pressure and moving his head away, trying to keep his ear clear of Siva. Once again, Siva takes that ear. Tanaka feeling it. He's let go the toe.
Mind you,
feels a lot of pain.
Mind you, Sivarafi should not get that one going too much, Steve Rickard. Otherwise, he's going to be up for disqualification, of course, from Chris Miller.
Yes, if he doesn't break with a count of 5, he could be up for a DQ. There's Tanaka taking over. He drives the head of Siva into turnbuckle. Still say if Siva wrestlers match right, he would keep away and just in and out, drop kicks, and fast moves, arm drags, etc. But Siva seems to be going to try and wrestle him close.
Well, as I said, Steve, from a layman's point of view, I think that is absolutely the wrong thing to do. He's got to really work Professor Tanaka around until he runs out of steam, because quite obviously Sivarafi is the fitter man of the two. It's the weight of Professor Tanaka that's going to be the telling thing if Tagaga keeps too close in.
Of course, with Tanaka, as I say, the unpredictable. The heavy chop goes across, but Siva moves out fast from underneath, driving a fist into the ear again of Tanaka. The other thing to be concentrating on that ear, and in my opinion, too much. He should back off and wait for Tanaka to come out of that corner.
You think perhaps he could have followed that one up with a drop kick while he had him at his mercy in the corner? There's a chop from Professor Tanaka. Sivarafi getting too close in there on the weight of Tanaka.
Tanaka, as I say, very unpredictable. He's a lot fitter than what people think. Siva, a very fit young wrestler, but I know from experience, I have wrestled Tanaka myself for 8 long rounds, and Tanaka was still right there at the finish, right towards the end of the match. But he now applies pressure to the severe nerve centers at the side of the neck of Siva. He drags him to the mat using the hair. The referee asked him, did he use the hair, not seeing the move. Head-centered by Siva.
Look at the strength of that man. Turning round, Steve.
Well, he has shoulders like a bull. He has a 23-inch neck. The size, average size of a woman's waist, or in later cases, a lot smaller than what Tanaka is around the neck inside.
Well, he had Sivarafi Tagaga bent over like a bow. But Sivarafi on his feet again.
Tanaka, well known. He's already sent 3 wrestlers to hospital. He's known as brutal and vicious.
Well, there were about 3 or 4 punches to the ear of Tanaka, followed up by a headbutt to the ear. And now a headbutt to the midsection of Tanaka from Sivarafi Tagaga. Let's hope that he doesn't get too enthusiastic and get carried away with this.
Siva's still coming in too close to Tanaka. He's taking the match to him, but he's actually moving in. Like Tanaka in that corner there, just stays in there, and he comes out there. Obviously, looks as if he probably brought a chop into the neck, knocking Tagaga to the mat. Comes in with another chop into the neck of Sivarafi.
I think the crowd are a little worried about Tagaga and how he's going to get on with this big Japanese wrestler.
This is a match Siva asked for himself. He actually issued a challenge for a single match with Tanaka.
Well, we've got to say, Steve, that this Samoan boy is showing one heck of a lot of guts to put himself up into the ring with Tanaka 5 stone heavier and really working on Tagaga at the moment.
Tanaka, a brilliant young wrestler in his own right. There's Tanaka driving his head into the turnbuckle. Tanaka looks to have Siva in trouble. Puts the wrist into the side of the neck. Drives the pressure into the wrist with his other hand. The referee Miller telling him to break. Illegal move. Tanaka gets away with a lot of illegal moves. He's so quick with these short karate thrusts and jabs. In many cases, the referee doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yes, it's a blinding swiftness in with that short stuff, Steve.
Very fast with his moves for a big man.
And we all know that a short blow delivered just with a pivot is a very telling blow, not only in boxing but also in wrestling.
Well, of course, and with martial arts, that is the art of it. Siva trying to reach up for that ear again. Tanaka pulling his head back away, trying to pull away from it.
Well, we can't say that Professor Tanaka is absolutely on top. A very clever move from Tagaga, and then a shoulder butt into the chest. Oh, but Tanaka's thrown him right out of the ring. Just took to one side and threw him out. There's Tagaga on the floor. He's stunned. Referee Chris Miller making the count there. He's got 20 to get back into the ring. Let's see if Tanaka will let him back. Yes, he's going to let him back into the ring. No, he's not.
As Siva looks like he's himself tied in the ropes.
Yes, he's got his leg there, tying the ropes. You can see it there. That's going to be a little difficult for him to get out. He's going to be counted out here.
And they're 10 count on the apron, and it's good. There goes the
Leduc again to have another go. Down on Leduc. All sorts of nasty tactics going on here, Steve.
Yeah, Ricky's in there. Leduk's in there. Who's legally in there? Must be Ricky and Joe Leduc. And Ricky takes Leduc, pushing him back. No, picks him up for body slam. Slams in. Covers him. He should be looking for another tag here.
Get the tag.
Must have made the tag. We didn't see it, but he must have made the tag. The tag Mark Warren. Mark Warren with a sleeper applied. Brannigan comes in. And Miller. And Lewin throws Brannigan into Miller. And Brannigan takes over on Brannigan. Baker's got Miller on the rope. Ricky Rickard in there with a Duke in the corner. 6 men in the ring at one time. Action plus action. Who isn't there legally? The referee didn't account, blind account, telling someone to leave, but who he's telling, no one knows. Bob Miller throws Ricky out of the ring. Joe Leduc and Joe Leduc and Bob Miller.
No.
They double post Ricky. Anyway, it's a brilliant moving of the world champion. Siva not quite sure, but then Siva comes off there with a lovely hip toss. Picks Race up for a high body slam. Goes down for a cover, looking for a count here, but the count of one, and races up.
Tagaga starting very, very well indeed.
Siva holding on to that side headlock. Race rolls Tagaga onto his shoulders, looking for a fall. Count of 2 by referee Miller, and Tagaga throws himself back over, holding tightly on that headlock.
The sheer strength of the world champion can roll the Samoan lad right back onto his shoulders, but at each occasion, Siviapi Tagaga has been able to get back into balance and keep that headlock on the world champion Harley Race.
Siva holding on that headlock, and against the best in the world, an opportunity for such a young wrestler. Harley Race takes Siva high. Siva's once again holding on that headlock to take Harley over onto his shoulders. Referee count of 1, and Race forces himself off. He takes Siva around the waist to force his shoulders to the mat. The count of 2. Siva's just holding on to that headlock, trying to keep the upper hand during this match. With 4 minutes remaining.
Taragaga showing a lot of confidence in here. He's not overawed by the fact that he is in the ring with the world champion. He knows that the world champion is a tremendous wrestler, and there's proof of it. There's proof of it. Siviapi Taragaga quite dazed by that sudden move of the Harley Race, and the Harley Race driving his knee into the shoulder of Siviapi Taragaga. And there it goes again. Onto the forehead this time.
Harley Race knows all the moves of his trade. Looking for a suplex move here to take Siva over. Getting himself set. Very cunning wrestler. Takes it, suplex beautifully. Comes over looking for the cover. Count of 3. Taragaga throws off.
There's still a little bit of life left in the Samoan boy. He managed to throw Harley Race off. A bit of thumb work here went in by Harley Race there. With his back to the referee, but referee Chris Miller saw that one. He's warned Harley Race.
Race throwing Taragaga across the ring, and Taragaga switches the thing to throw Race into the corner and driving fist after fist into the stomach of Race. Now he's racing again. He goes up, looking for a drop kick, but Race, the cunning wrestler Race is a very clever Race, moves out of the way. Siva comes down onto his back, and Harley Race driving the knee into the forehead of Siviapi Taragaga. Taragaga looking in trouble. Race picks him up, looking for a favourite move, a suplex move. He takes him high above his head.
Here's a pile driver. Is it going to be a pile driver? No, it's not.
Suplex by Race. Race takes him over for that very high suplex, looking for the count, and the count of 3, Harley Race, world heavyweight champion, the winner of the...
Just got to get in there and watch what's going on. There's some good wrestling going on here. Hasn't had to give a warning so far at all, and probably should not have to during the whole match. Some very good wrestling coming from these two very fine and fit wrestlers.
Nice move by Jock. He spun Siva around to come in with knee lift, followed by another one. That drop kick by Jock, seldom seen. It's a very good drop kick, landing on the chest of Siviapi.
The sort of thing that you'd expect from Siviapi himself. Drop kick's a very, very good drop kick this moment.
You not expect that as Jock actually came down across the back and Siva would have chopped there. There's a nice sunset flip move here. Count of 2, and no, Siva comes up, comes into a bridge over the top of Jock, and there's a count of 3 and it's all over. Siva was just one move ahead of Jock on that. Jock went for that sunset for pinning position, but Siva come out on top to